Have you ever been that tired though? Do you remember those? We used to have those planning meetings on a Wednesday after the radio show, after the breakfast show. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday was always the CAF day.
CAF quiz. CAF quiz. Oh no, not CAF quiz.
Yeah.
Just CAF. Just CAF
No, yeah,
breakfast.
we made a quiz out the CAF. That's why you think of the
Oh
CAF
yeah,
quiz.
yeah.
So we got the quiz
yeah.
this Friday, so you got quizzes on the brain. But no, it's we used to go to the CAF, like be there for about 10, 15, 10:30. I would always hate it because I'd have to wait for you lot to actually do proper work. Because I got to just be a presenter. I could just at 10:01, shows ended. I'm like, let's go eat. And you're like, well, hold on. We have to go upload our floppies into Satch's hard drive, and Kedge's gonna get his 3.5 inch out and download.
Do you know what? That was the day of floppies. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
We were probably using floppy and hard drives.
That was mostly. Where's that file saved? Oh, it's saved under the D drive for the E drive for the shared file. Oh my god! Like, can we just eat, please? But then we'd go. My whole point about saying all of this stuff is, I feel a bit run down, a bit tired. I think Satch, you're a bit run down, a bit tired. Kedge doesn't do anything, so he's all right. He's management now. So he makes other people tired, and so I was saying I'm not nowhere near as tired as those Wednesday afternoons. We would have just eaten. It's the middle of the week.
Yeah.
You've come back for a meeting at like 11:30, something like that.
Yeah.
We'd sit
It
down,
was 11:30,
right?
yeah.
11:30, 12, right? And I remember sitting there, you know, when you yawn, but you have to lock your jaw because you don't want to open your mouth. You're like,
Yeah.
And then there were times of people talking like, I'm not going to make it. I can't keep my eyes open. Like, I'm battered. I don't miss that, man.
It didn't help that management were just chatting absolute BS as well. And he said, just shut up, bro. You're making me fall asleep. You're boring.
But also, I would come into my own because this was my opportunity to really go for people, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Kedge would have he's ready with all of his bullet points, like trying to fight people. I'm trying to just sit there quietly, like I don't want to know. Tommy's falling asleep, and the manager's just chatting shit. So it's just honestly,
you know what it is. No, but this is what you realise when you're but when you're part of a big organization, you're going to get that management speak. You're going to get that, and this is a strategy. Yeah. This is what you're a part of. This is what's going on in the bigger picture. And you're like, oh, I'm just so tired. I've got kids, newborn kids, and my eyes are streaming. And you're like, there were times I just nodded off. But thankfully, and I remember, can I quick little fun thing? Trevor Nelson. I just started on breakfast. And he was covering someone on breakfast, but he'd stopped doing, I think back then, Radio 1 Extra breakfast. And he came out. I went, oh, Trevor, Tommy, right? He goes, yeah. He goes, oh, so you're the new guy on breakfast for Asian Network? He goes, and he went, ah! I went, what? And he went, I don't miss that one little bit, brother. One little bit. I don't miss it. And I'm like, all right, okay. But I was new and fresh to it. But now when I look back to it, I think the thought of waking up at 4 a.m. People are going to go, oh, will you ever go back? Do you think you'll ever go back to breakfast radio? No. 4 a.m. darkness, waking up. I'm telling you, you sacrifice your life. So I think generally, I think it's a 30-something-year-old man's game. It's not a 40.
Even then, it's not. I don't even think it's a 30. I couldn't even think of that.
You know, I don't think there are people who are cut who can cut it anymore at that level. I just don't think that the commitment, the stamina, the energy that's required to do that at a level, I don't think exists anymore. You just get, I'm going to say it, they're not marathon runners anymore. They're just 100 meters sprint.
Are you saying we were marathon runners, me and Zach?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys were like the whole team. We were working at an intense level for 3.5 hours, right? Daily. To keep it up, for daily, 5 days, to create content for that many hours, for a week after week, and it's just relentless.
Start being porn star.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Honestly, keep it up for hours.
We did, and
I
was filming it. Then we had to go.
You were filming it, yeah.
Then we had to go and do other shit after it finished, and go home, have a little nap, and then go out to some shit in the evening, like some thing that we didn't even want to be at.
No, but then you have to do that because you have to be a part of the scene. You have to almost be like journalists covering it.
Yeah,
Plus,
no, I
we were
mean, you know, many a time me and Tommy have fallen asleep in a cinema or in a
afternoon
play
screening.
or afternoon play or something like that.
Because imagine back then, Tommy, if you had to then put everything on Instagram, every link you felt the need to put onto Instagram and do all of that nonsense. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's for. Nowadays, it's a very short term kind of, you know, let's just quickly, oh look, we've done this quickly, whack it up on Instagram, and then you're relying on that to make you a presenter.
Yeah. And I find it interesting that even like now, like let's say with the Diljit concert, right? Which I know me and Satch are both out. We're going to talk about that. But everyone is posting their reviews on their own social media. And I thought that's interesting because normally you'd have journalists would go and then they do it on the radio. But the thing is, things are changing. People aren't listening to the radio as much as they used to. And I think people are following people's social media. So now people are wanting to build their social media. So all of the, it's like, oh, if I went to something, you'd go, oh, I'll save that and I'll say it on air. But there is, I don't know. That's kind of
no, you can't save anything for on there.
What can I do? Okay, but from me being an old man to someone who's definitely not an old man, who's jumping around like a very much younger man, is Diljit Dosanjh. What? You know,
how was it, guys?
We were at the Saturday night, so the second of the 3 sellout concerts at the O2 London. So he did Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. Just of this weekend, just gone. And
no. He just did Friday and Saturday. The next one's in a couple of weeks.
Oh, is it not? Did he not do Sunday night? Did he not do
No, it's on the 18th.
3 in a row.
No.
And Satch, Music Man Satch.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Do you know what? I got to say, I really enjoyed it. I went on the Friday night, on the first night that I went.
Yeah.
And his first song, as soon as he came out, bang, music hits you.
Yeah, I could tell there was a lot of excitement on your Instagram reviews, Satch.
Production hits you.
Excitement.
In your face, like the music hits you, the lights hit you, and you're like, wow, like this is wicked, like it's good. I really enjoyed it. It was a good show. He brought out Badshah as a guest. I thought the production of the whole show, like as in the the actual show itself, like the lighting, the screens, and all of that. He's way ahead of anything else I've seen, Asian wise, like Desi artist wise, next level.
Okay. And so Badshah was out for Nena, just one song?
He came out for one song. And to be fair, I think I but I think he kind of cocked that up, you know, like bringing Badshah out, Diljit. Because he kind of went into the whole, I've got a special guest. One of them kind of maneuvers. And and I was just like, you should have just played the tune and just got him to come out because the crowd goes wild when they're not why are you announcing it? Like he made a
whole Ed Sheeran thing when
exactly.
Right.
He didn't really mention it and Ed popped out the box. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Badshah, Diljit kind of did a whole he's my friend, I've known him for 15 years, all of this, and I was just like, by the time it got there, I was a bit bored. And can I just say, while I was there, someone messaged me saying that's the special guest, Badshah, before like it even happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I saw that on socials. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, Badshah's going to be the special guest." I was like, "Oh, wow, that wasn't kept much of a secret."
Where was the secret? Yeah, exactly. So I was just like a bit like, but good show. If you can get tickets to go to the 18th, the last show, check it out because it is good. Definitely recommend going.
Yeah, it was. Okay, the show for me is two parts of the show, right? It's what the performer gives and it's what the audience are like. And that guy, he can sing, he can act, he's a good-looking bloke, he can work the audience, he's got the chat. So as a performance, it was outstanding, right? It's Diljit doing his thing. I mean, but what I think really made it, that was the crowd. That crowd, I've hosted a lot of concerts.
Yeah.
That crowd was jumping from start to finish.
It was the same on Friday.
Every song had a roar. I looked around. There's, like how the cricket, how like you get those pockets of people doing Bhangra? That was everywhere.
Yeah.
That was just everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it normally, and if I'm going to say it because we were the first to criticize, Asian audiences are relatively lazy. It's not like a festival audience. They're kind of like, I pay my money, coming in, like show me the show.
Not all.
Yeah, even in comedy shows, you get people would sit there with their arms folded, like, go on, So they're happy, and I go, "You all right?" And I go, "Yeah." They're totally fine, but they just don't express it.
Yeah,
Whereas
entertainment.
here at Diljit,
Bit like me.
Yeah, at Diljit, they were like, it was like one of their owners made it. It was weird. It had a different kind of vibe. It was like he's of the people. He's this regular guy who's now, and because he is so humble with it and all that, I think it just makes it very accessible. There's kids, there's old people. He's bringing people out the crowd. He's doing that little connect. So no, I thought it was, you just suddenly felt like, oh crap, I knew he was big.
Yeah.
This feels like something else now. This feels like that's it. You've done enough to cement yourself in history forever. I don't know.
It was good.
Kind of. And actually, can I say something weird? Okay, have a listen to this.
Say it.
You hear him
I've
chat?
got something weird to say. Yeah.
I got two random observations. He sounds like Shah Rukh Khan. Has anybody else ever said that?
No, he
Bro,
don't.
no,
What are
he
you on
doesn't.
about?
No, he doesn't.
When he
Diljit sounds
talks-
like he's always like giggly and like
And
he's
that's
always
what Shah
singing.
Rukh- when Shah Rukh does that kind of thing, he goes, "Yeah, appreciate you, thank you." It's kind of got this kind of gentle kind of way. There was a couple of moments.
Yeah,
Maybe his tone of voice.
bit.
I was like, man, that's Shah Rukh's voice. That was a bit strange. The second thing I thought, which is my random thought of the day, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I was trying to get to the Wi-Fi, and I was like, because obviously, in the O2.
Oh, there's no point doing that.
Why would you do that, Tommy?
Because
Why would
it was
you
a
get on
dead
the
zone
Wi-Fi?
signal. It was I couldn't.
Bro,
post
every
anything like that.
Laloo from like, you know what I mean? Jalandhar to Chandigarh is on that thing, bro.
Yeah, but
There's no way that's working.
then I'm there and I'm kind of going, wonder if they've got like booster boxes everywhere. How would the clubs work? And I thought, you're a Buddha. You're a Buddha when you're sitting there kind of going, how do you get Wi-Fi around a building this size? Like, what is it?
What did you take like an
cabling?
Ethernet cable with you or something?
In there, exactly.
Right.
Plug it in.
It was, and I'm like, I am too old for this shit. That's why I thought,
You
oh
are.
my god,
You are. You sound it. Honestly, you sound
that's
it.
what my thoughts were.
Can I
But-
just say, Signal was great in there because I was posting bear videos in real time.
Oh, well, you are. Yeah, of course it was, because you're an O2. Of course you are. They look after
Can
their
I
own.
ask?
out of order.
Can I ask a weird question then, following on from your
Here we
weird
go.
sort of
Yeah.
things, right?
Here we go.
So obviously we were blessed to have the likes of Arijit Singh and Diljit Singh,
Yes.
right? Dosanjh.
Well,
you know,
it's Dosanjh, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. And for me, just from looking and observing, because that's my job. I do a lot of observing, and I like to see the trends
Yeah,
and
some
how
come
people
from the
react.
bushes. Yeah,
Well, yeah, that as well.
that's not allowed, kid.
Well, no, but being a MI5 agent, sometimes you've got to be hiding and stuff like that.
Call it.
But what I've noticed is, and this is not a bad thing or anything like that, but it's just an observation that I need some clarification on. And I thought maybe Tommy, who is sort of highly respected in the Punjabi community, and
Very
Sach
much so.
again,
Figurehead.
figurehead, and Sach, who's pretty much part of it as well. Why is it that Punjabis identify more with Mera Munda, Apna Punjab Hove, Diljit Singh, but Arijit Singh?
His name's Diljit
Nothing.
Dosanjh. Stop saying Diljit Singh. You piss me
Oh,
off.
no, but I'm just
trying
doing it
to
for
draw the
effect. I'm just
comparison.
doing it. Come on, it's
You're
just,
jealous.
I'm just.
It's like
it's
me saying Kedge, I don't know, Patel.
Patel.
I don't know. That's
Patel.
what it
Yeah,
means.
yeah.
It's your surname.
No. But for this argument, it works. But what I'm trying to say is, but when it comes to Arijit Singh, that love for Arijit also Singh is not there from the Punjabi community. Do you see what I mean? What is that
Well,
about?
I'm going to give you what I think on that.
Okay.
Number one, Arijit Singh, he makes Bollywood music, so the music's different. Like, it's not his. Diljit makes Bhangra music, so you target a certain kind of person that just likes Bhangra music. Obviously, he's crossed over to Bollywood. He's doing films and all of this, but predominantly the music.
Yeah.
Punjabi people can sort of relate to, not more, I'd say, but they're more into it. Bhangra music. Do you see what I mean? And
Do you reckon?
I think Bollywood kind of appeals to everybody. So,
I don't see the pride. I don't see the pride from Punjabi people for Arijit.
But I think there is that pride. But I just think he's getting love from a load of other people because he's singing in Hindi and doing Bollywood. So it's a different
So the
crowd.
Punjabis have gone, you know what, let the Gujaratis and everybody else,
No,
the Tamils and the Bengali, let them have him.
No, I don't think they've like disowned him by any means.
Right.
I just think he's probably got a load more other fans of other people doing. Do you see what I mean? So it's just He's just doing Bollywood music. It's different.
Can I hear from the statesman of Punjab?
Yeah, you can. I think shame on you
Let's
for
get him
asking
on.
such a
Yeah,
on you for asking such a dumb question.
No,
Number one,
no, it's not.
seriously.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's a dumb question. I'm sorry. This is the problem with like kind of mainstream journalism news. I don't know what Kedge is doing. Kedge is half smirking and doing this. Don't take this idiot seriously.
Yeah,
for
yeah, of
one
course.
second. But this is like, and I tell my kids this actually. This is like the Ronaldo Messi debate, and they go, "Who's better? Who's better?" I said, "No, don't compare them. No, wait, hold a minute, right?" I said, "Don't compare. I know you're not comparing." But the reason why you can't compare him, and the reason why you shouldn't compare Ronaldo and Messi, is because they're two phenomenal beings in their sport, right?
Agreed.
Unfair, wrong. And that's why Arijit and Diljit are two actually different acts. But what you've done, Kedge, sum everyone up, stick them all in one box, is gone, Sanga.
Yes.
Right? But actually, they're two different acts. I actually think I don't know hip hop and other things like that, but like I say, like Diljit is more Drake, where he crosses over with pop and Punjabi music, right? And Arijit is I don't know.
Ed Sheeran.
Kendrick Lamar? Is that no? They had beef, didn't they? I'm trying to find someone who's a bit more
Ed Sheeran who crosses everything.
Okay, yeah, someone who's a bit more, but he's a musician. He's just
more
I think they're different acts completely.
No.
But,
I'm not saying that.
You're right.
All I'm saying is that I don't see that how how Diljit is the Punjabi Munda vibe you get from Punjabis on Instagram stories and everything like that, but you don't get that. You don't get that Punjabi love. And all I want is I want the same amount of Punjabi. I want the same amount of
Arijit's not that guy. But Arijit's not that guy.
No, but why can't they both have the same amount of
he's not that's
Machiavelli roti love from both sides?
Then in which case, Kedge, what you're saying is you should support people of your own bend blindly. What people are saying is pop kids or people are going to go, I like Diljit. And by the way, at Diljit's concert, there was black, white, brown. There was quite a lot of Gore I saw as well, right?
Yeah.
Like popping along, right? And there was also, sorry, I'm going to say, we can tell people who look a bit more Gujarati or look a bit more, but obviously there's loads of Punjabis, loads of things, all that. But there was also a real mix. And I think Arijit would pull in a lovers of music mix rather than, we're coming for the pop star. You're coming for what he does. But I think people are coming for Diljit in a different way because it's him as a pop act. So I just think it's two different things. I think the way they pitch themselves is two different things. But I know what you're saying.
I just want them to both have equivalent Punjabi love is what I was saying. That's it.
Well, I don't think they should.
I think they do.
Let's divide the makki di roti set like equally.
No, but it doesn't work like that. I think they both get love equally in their own. Yeah, you're just. I think you're trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah. See, honestly, he's Daily Mail.
He's Daily Mail. Honestly,
but I know it's an interesting one. If anything, I'd almost be like, the question I think is who has transcended their Punjabiness more? Because Diljit obviously comes with Alia Bhatt. He's on the Bollywood levels. He's got all those different mix of people fanning all over him.
Yeah.
Whereas Arijit has united. His music unites all of India, which, as we know, has got 1,000 different dialects, hundreds of different languages, and yet his sound somehow spiritually, emotionally transcends this world and it just connects everyone or whatever. That's special. But that's like can I just say, and I'm not just throwing it in now, like Shankar Mahadevan, I'm just saying his voice that you were talking about, Satch, last week at the IFES.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of a person on the planet that would go, nah, I don't like the sound of that. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Some people have got that appeal.
And do you know what? Since I went to the Diljit concert on the weekend, I had a lot of those questions. Whose was better then, Arijit or Diljit? And I was just like, you can't compare it. They're two different acts.
Yeah. It's a Jeet situation. Come on. I'm well happy about that. I'm well happy with that. That's it. I've dropped the mic. You guys can finish the rest of the podcast. I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But no, like
somebody say just Jeets. That's all it was.
You can't back to it. You can't compare. You can't get both great in their own way, basically.
Yeah, good. And then,
in which case,
Tommy went to another concert.
I might as well compare Janet Jackson to.
Yeah, I think you should because you went there as well, innit?
Wow.
I saw Janet Jackson last
Tuesday. So jelly about that.
Is that what the kids are saying?
That's what the kids are saying. Yeah.
Petty. Do you get a jelly from the petty? That's the other word.
Jelly from.
I am so apple crumble about that.
Yeah. Woo, my ice cream is so melted. Right. So, last Tuesday, we went. It was me and my sisters, just me and my two sisters went in the end. Right, my wife was supposed to go, but she worked, she couldn't do it. So and me and my two sisters have not hung out like that, I don't think, ever in our lives. You know, I'm in my late 40s. They're in their a little bit older than me, right? And then and we all, you know, we went in the car, we drove down, a little chit chat all the way, right? Got a hotel, all right, and then had a bit of food, had a few drinks, and then went to Co-op Live. Co-op Live sounds like a real cheap place because it's Co-op.
Co-op Live, yeah, it feels like that. When you go, it's like you go shopping, but they've got loads of like live demonstrations as you shop.
Could you use your Co-op card there, your little loyalty card?
Yeah, exactly. It's right next door to the Etihad. Can I say, what a beautiful venue and wicked staff. Everyone, I think it's a Manchester thing, maybe, or a Northern thing, but everyone you met along the way, the ushers, the stewards, the people, you know, telling you which way to go around, which exit is, entrance it is, where your seats are, all that, had a bit of banter, had a bit of chat. So the whole night was just teed up, really super friendly. Everyone was just on a wicked vibe. I'm there, you know, on a nostalgia concert with my sisters who really got me into like Jackson 5 and Janet Jackson, all that back in the day. We'd listen to Wham, we'd listen to Aha, Duran Duran, you know, all those kind of, that kind of Madonna, you know, all that era of music was all them. So it was nice to kind of go with them. And then, of course, we had a whole retro concert. She did like a moth to a flame, burned by the fire. That's the way love goes.
That's the way love. Right? Oh, bangers. She's just got bangers.
Yeah. And then it was So there was loads of great tunes, and it was feel good, easy vibe concert. All the music.
But was she good? Was she good?
Yeah, I mean there was loads of dancers as well. Look, she's 60 something.
Was she moving? Was she moving? Was she still?
She was moving enough. You would not. She looks in better shape than me. She's probably about 20 years older than me. So yeah, she looked good and all that, and she's doing some moves, but it's not like full on like 1980s, 90s Janet, obviously. But
no.
But there was plenty of dancing. Again, the production's great, music's great, everything sounds great. She's chatting to the people. She got, you know, like the voice that goes in between that's only Jackson's talk like. She's got, you know, all of that. Like, guys, because she came out back out to do one more song. She goes, how can I go now? I can't leave now. Like gestures to the crowd.
Was she talking a lot? Was she talking a lot?
Enough in between little bits here and there.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Low.
Okay. Because it's interesting because a few people from work went and they were a little bit disappointed. There was like, oh, she didn't really speak. She didn't have like a catwalk in the middle to come into the middle of the arena. It was like she was doing a lot of medley stuff, so you weren't getting full songs. So people from work were a little bit disappointed. So that's why I was interested in what you thought.
That I think, you know what, we got enough from it. I think for me,
that's
just
good.
being
That's
there
good.
with my sisters made it sort of special, really. That was a thing. And then it was, I mean, if we were watching Aha, if we were watching like some other random band from the, we'd probably still have a good time. But I think that was nice. And then can I just say, what a week. And we did Janet Jackson on Tuesday night last week, drove back on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I was at Top Secret Comedy Club in London. Friday, I'm doing the Richard Blackwood Comedy Night, which was sold out, which was brilliant and great fun. Saturday was Dilgy. Yesterday, cooking the cooking show for Desi Beat. Yeah. And now here we are Monday night. So I'm like, that's why I'm a bit stibbly, because I always get, you know me. I get
and to be honest, Tommy, it's been the same for me. I landed on Wednesday back from Dubai. I've been working every day till tonight. And I'm still on the go. Still on the go.
I have to ask you, boys, though, when you were at these concerts, did you buy any merch from any of the events? Is that something you guys do?
I didn't, but I should have bought the Diljit ones because it looked really good.
The hoodie.
Diljit had merch.
Diljit hoodie looked really good.
Hoodies and t-shirts, and by the way, even like the little wristband lights, by the way, that they give everyone. Loads of people are sharing. I should probably put it up as well. The little hack to open it up, put a little bit of foil in it, and make it work again. So you can make your light work at home. Carry on the Diljit concert. I think that should be a thing.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is because basically there's a story in the papers today about how Noel and Liam Gallagher, the Oasis reunion master plan, is including loads of merch that they're going to be selling, but interesting and slightly different merch, because they're going to go with things like ironing board covers and fly swatters, and so they're just going for like slightly different stuff. What else have they got? They've got mosquito nets, they've got moisturizers, they've got deodorants, briefcases, dental floss, clothes pegs, and car washing mitts as well. So they're going for a real range of things. And I thought, you know what? I don't think I know we do concerts now, but I don't think as Asians we have really jumped on the bandwagon or got the concept of doing merch. Like I'm quite surprised that Diljit had a little bit of merch, you're saying, but like we don't do the merch at that level. Do you know what I mean? It's an amazing, and I wonder why we're not doing that, because it's a way of making money.
Yeah, you're right, and actually, you can imagine in India they could probably produce a lot more.
Absolutely,
stuff because of the production costs and things like that over there. So they can totally do it. You're right. Just get a bit creative with it. You know what it is? It's probably hard enough just coordinating, booking a venue and getting an artist there and all their entourage and everything.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad why we haven't still figured that out. Because normally, if there's a way to make money, we're on it as Desi's.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't figured out. We haven't figured out the merch.
Historically, do your mums and dads, or have your mums and dads or grandparents ever owned any merchandise of any kind? I don't think Asians typically, previous to our generation, would have bought merchandise. I don't think they would have gone to an LARP concert and gone, "Oh, can I come away?"
But
there ain't any. But LARP didn't have merch. That's the thing. That's the whole point. What I'm trying to say is that we have never done merch. Asian people don't do merch.
Yeah. I mean, if it was, if they had merch back in their day, it would have been like a Sardana Gill, headband, the shiny one.
Yeah, or a wig or something. You could buy one of them.
Imagine if they did Mirchi merch, you could have a Mirch that was your merch of the night. There you go. Come on, that was an easy one.
It's funny you talk about merch, Kedge, because I'm already on it. We're going to have Brownload merch soon. I'm just saying. We are.
Are we really?
We are.
This is breaking news.
That is a genuine first. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. Right. It's in the pipeline. I've already looked into it.
What village in India have you got to making these things?
It will be happening soon.
Are we going sweatshop? Or are we going like adults who are going to make it?
We're going proper. It's going to be good shit.
Sweatshop.
Trust me.
Yeah.
No.
So what have we got own merch per person, or have we just got Brownload merch?
Let's just start normally. I think we've got to have stuff like hoodies, t-shirts.
Right.
I think people will buy them. I think it will happen. It's going to happen soon. I'm on the case.
Really?
Like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
A little Brownload.
Do you want different? Kedge, do you want different things? What do you want? Do you want like alternative ones, like there's a Brownload willy warmer?
Or like Jeddies with just the Brownload on the back of it or something. That might just spice up your date night.
With Brownload written over your pants. How is that going to spice up date? Or you take your pants off it and you've got Brownload.
Just be a little bit funny, like because you know that if you got the Brownload logo on your backside, right? Yeah. And
making session.
Yeah, exactly. And if the other person knows what that is, just imagine before they're about to get like all sort of jiggy, they think of Satch, Kedge and Tommy. I mean, what a better way to like get your night going.
And inside the kind of the hem, whatever bit, or the kind of elastic bit of the boxes, there's a little button with a tiny little speaker. And as you press it, it goes, it's the Benny Hill music.
I mean, there's no need to have silly things like. Let's just start with t-shirts and hoodies. I think there's this. Okay. Let's just go.
I think we should have
normal.
I don't know. I think we should have separate merch.
Yeah, we should. Then I think we should have one item per person that's going to represent that person.
Yeah, like you can identify yourself as a Satch, a Tommy, or a Kedge.
Well, no, I just think it just needs to be an item that reflects the person.
Oh, okay. So what would that be then?
Well, I don't know. Like Tommy loves cooking, so it might be like a saucepan with that's Tommy's. I don't know.
Okay.
Just off the top of my head.
I'm having to think. Well, what would you do, Satch?
I'd 100% after what we've been speaking about, and I've had millions of. It'd be a shoehorn, a Satch shoehorn.
Satch shoehorn is a good one. It's got to be a little bit quirky, isn't it?
Do you know the amount of people that still message me saying, "I can't believe them two don't have a shoehorn"? What kind of ant farm are they from?
No.
No, honestly, hundreds of messages.
No, don't be silly.
Like, who
hundreds of messages from uncles over 65, Satch.
No, honestly, no, girls and guys, honestly, they're like, I can't believe. Yeah, I can't believe they don't have a shoehorn.
I've never met a girl who's got a shoehorn.
Trust me, they're there.
No,
maybe the second part, but not the first part.
Let me go with the horn. Come on. Okay. That's why it's funnier. What would your merch? Okay, what is Kedge merchandise? Kedge is becoming now. Let's just say Kedge is now Ed Sheeran, right? Kedge Sheeran, right? Yeah, Kedge Sheeran. What is your merchandise?
I don't know. I think it's just to have the kids dandiya stick.
No, that's boring.
Is it boring?
Yeah,
the kids dandiya stick.
No,
just one dandiya.
You need a better product than that, Kedge.
Just a bit of wood. Okay, so what could it be though? Well, I don't know. Maybe we just ask the people. What would they want?
Product be?
Help for kid. I tell you. Okay, I had a little thing. Right.
Go on, Tommy.
I think I got a good one.
Go on.
For yourself. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. Right. This. I'm gonna. Oh, here we go. My mind's ticking it. Right. You call the product TS. It's TS.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the label on the tie. It's a tie.
It's a tie. Okay.
It's a tie. Hear me out. Like a smart tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very tip of the tie, the big bit, the bottom that dangles down.
Yeah.
It's got a Tadka stain on it. TS.
Right. Yeah.
Tadka stain on the very
Tadka
end. You know, when you're at a wedding,
Tommy Sandhu.
right? You lean across your dishes. You know, when you go to get the salad, and your tie goes into the sauce of the food.
Yeah.
And you get that little bit. This comes with every tie has got a unique Tadka stain on the bottom.
So to make Tommy's product, we've got to go and buy a batch of ties and then shove them in a curry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stain them.
Yeah, little splat, little curry
painted. Yeah.
And maybe even you could then branch out into shirts that have got Tadka stain just on the sleeve.
Tommy, I don't think that represents you.
Yeah, it's food.
You're not. You're not a tie person. You're not a tie person.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'll come back to you on that next week.
Yes,
both of
Tadka stain on a thong. Because then it's making it a bit too much.
I mean, what are the chances you're going to get a Tadka stain on a thong though? Do you know
it depends what you're doing. It depends.
Depends what kind of party you go to.
Exactly.
Depends if you go to the Diljit after party or the Arijit after party.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so you guys obviously had rock and roll weekends. And while you guys were out and about and just gallivanting, I was the man on the ground and keeping an eye on all things terrestrial TV.
Oh, hang on, man on the ground. That means he had no plans this weekend.
Yeah,
he had nothing.
You got no plans. You got no plans. You are the man. You got no plans.
No. Why do you have to say it like that? I really, I sold it in such a beautiful way. People were like, "Oh wow, look at that!" So they even plan it. So if two of them go out, they give one man the job to watch.
What was that Kiefer Sutherland? What was that Kiefer Sutherland series where he's like? What was it called? Where they keep when the presidents and all the leaders want to meet, they keep him separate.
It was called what was it called?
Survivor.
Something like that.
Survivor.
Yeah. No. It was like it's the name of the person that you basically keep the president in the bunker.
Yeah, but it's not because when the president and all the other leaders of the world are all getting together. Designated survivor.
Designated survivor.
Yeah. So anyway, that was you, Kedge. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I was a designated.
So say if anything happened to us, Tommy, over the weekend, he would be taking on the Brownload and keeping it going by himself.
Yes. Just know that underground bunker.
It's in his hands.
And just know this: the BBC tried to do that when we left there as well. And what happened there? So I'm just saying, I don't know how good the Brownload will be after we leave. So just be warned.
So firstly, I think it was a good weekend to be at home because obviously I got an apology back from one of the big multinational companies in the world, and that we all know as Andrex. Because if you are a serial listener of the Brownload, you will remember a few episodes ago, I basically let off a massive rant about how they done us wrong with that advert. Do you remember for Andrex?
Yeah, with the Desi lady in it.
Desi lady goes for a number twos, and everyone's and I was annoyed because it was like in an office full of white people, it was the Asian woman and going for a smelly dump and all of that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. And it upset me, and so obviously Andrex, who are big listeners of the Brownload, have heard it and they wanted to apologize, they wanted to correct this mistake, and they did that. And I don't know if anyone has seen the new Andrex advert.
No.
Tommy, you would get well excited by this, but basically it starts with, you get a little bit of stat about something like 42% of people don't like to go for a number two in public or something along those lines. And it's a white fella this time who's holding a toilet paper. But guess what tune they have used while all of this is happening?
Dirty I hai, dirty I hai.
I mean, that is next because they're not far away from it. They're using Pag Gungru.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the start. The start.
I think that's.
Mate,
No, Kedge. I'm telling you now, they've mugged us off again. First, it was the brown lady that was having a dump. Now they're putting our tune over their little shit roll.
No, I think this is an indirect apology to the brown
popularity.
Yeah. This is the official apology from Andrex to the Brownlow. We are seen. We are heard. They thought, you know what will get Kedge excited if we use a Bollywood song? And I was like, straight away, I was on it. I was like, wow. So if you watch out for that, because it's a little moment we get excited about. And as Desis, we love it. When we get represented on the mainstream telly, we love it. Which brings me on nicely to the second thing that I had to keep my eyes across on the weekend, and that was on Strictly Come Dancing. Dr. Poonam, one of the contestants, with Gorka.
Hang on, say her name again properly, because that's
Dr. Poonam. No, because I'm saying it how they say. Dr. Poonam was on Strictly with Gorka, and it was the couple's choice, which meant that they decided to do the first ever Bollywood dance, Bollywood dance with an Indian singer as well, not just some random Gora trying to sing in English, but a proper Indian singer who they brought in specially to sing Bola Judia. It was a little remix thing because obviously they only got 90 seconds. I mean, 90 seconds of Bola Judia, you wouldn't even get past the intro, the instrumental at the start of it. But yeah, Dr. Poonam Krishnan, I think is her full name. She absolutely smashed it. Gorka was in a sherwani. He looked so dashing. They did the moves. They all loved it because obviously they can't criticize it, can they? Because they don't know the moves. Anton Dubek, what's he going to say?
And turns and all that.
Oh, mate, they were both doing all the Bollywood kind of hip thrusting, all of that, the hand gestures. It was brilliant. She got a massive score, 8s and 9s. Everyone were proud about it. I put it on my Insta story. Just all I wrote was Bollywood now on Strictly with a heart. And Gorka shared my post on his Instagram story, which was
brilliant.
Which was incredible, right?
Yeah.
And then the second thing, I caught up with Shirley Ballas because she was at work today. And I said, Shirley, how good was that? And she said, Kedge, honestly, I have never seen anything like that. She goes, I wish we had done more Bollywood music earlier, like loads of seasons ago. She goes, I can't believe we've never done this. They're loving it. They're loving us. They want to do more. We got to keep pushing because I think we're coming there. We're coming.
Yeah, I don't think we are, Kedge. I think that was it. That was it, Kedge.
Yeah, no, I agree. Honestly, I just thought it was a bit. I tell you
what I'm thinking now, Kedge.
What?
Why don't you watch Dancing with the Stars, the India version? Right?
No.
Then you get Bollywood every night.
No. We have to infiltrate. We have to infiltrate.
This is the second dumb thing. No, you don't have to infiltrate. What kind of 4 lines are you talking about? Listen, no. Thing is, you're that classic guy like, oh, we're on the mainstream. Look, they put our song on their station. That means they love us. We can stay, guys. No, we're legal, bruv. It's all right. I've got a passport, and you can get your fix. You get your fix elsewhere. You get your fix of all your desiness. If you really want to go desi, you can do that. But I still get a little kick. Of course I do when I hear that song on the because what I like is, oh wow, I know all the non-Asians will be kind of going, oh, we heard a Bollywood song. We heard this Bollywood, and it sounded amazing. And I also know now from doing all those Bollywood time machine shows and all that, how many like Arabic, Turkish people love Bollywood. Get so many different kind of people. So that's nice. I think they get their fix of it. And I mean, but then it's no different. It's like saying, oh, they're now going to do Latino night every night. They're not. I don't think this is a start of anything.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I agree.
Yeah, you never.
And you know what? I listened to it and the way like it was done. It was still very Strictlyfied. It was very I didn't find it authentic. It wasn't for me.
What do you mean?
No, it was just a bit like, oh, here you go, just smash a Bollywood song on Strictly. It was just a bit pants. I wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, I thought she was brilliant, and she came across very authentic about it by just sort of saying what are the chances of, like, when she was growing up, you never see an Asian woman dancing to Bollywood music on BBC, and then all of a sudden this was there for all the young girls and guys and whatever and who wanted to see it. I thought I thought she came across very genuine and I think that did the bit for me.
No, that's all good. That is all good, and it's had that little moment. I won't say it here because I don't want to endorse it, but there's a very funny bit that Mickey Flanagan says about he keeps getting invited onto Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh yeah,
and he basically do you remember the bit I'm talking about, Satch?
No,
because I know how much you love Mickey Flanagan as well.
I can't remember it.
And he goes, you know you're famous because they keep calling you out. I go, want to do Strictly? He goes, I'll only do it. Basically, he's basically if one of the themed nights is a drugs night. He goes, everyone get off their face. And he goes, and we'll see what happens. And just the thought.
I do remember that.
But yeah,
I think. Do you know what it is with Strictly? I don't even like the show. I don't know why. It's just something about it that's just too.
Oh, Satch, controversial.
No, I don't. I've never liked Strictly. I like loads of other Saturday night telly, and I think it's great telly. But there's something about Strictly that I just find. Everything just looks fake. I'm like, this is crap. Like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
Okay, all right.
Have you ever been down to the set? You ever been down to that Strictly?
I loved it. Watching it live is incredible.
It's a lot smaller.
Why would you want to go and watch people dance?
Huh?
Why would you want to go and watch people
No,
dance?
it's amazing. It is amazing watching that show live.
Hold a minute. Says the DJ who watches people dance.
I don't know. Hang on a minute. I don't. What, you think I stand there and watch people dance? What kind of creepy person am I? I don't do that. You mad? Yeah. No, it's not my job. I don't stand there and watch people dance. That's weird.
You watch me.
Because you can't take your eyes off.
We can't miss you, mate.
Mesmerizing
with your 2 left feet.
What have you been watching? Who's been watching what? You've been watching anything?
So yeah, I'm going to go first on this. Basically, you might have heard of the new Penguin series, which is out on Sky Atlantic.
Yes, I watched that.
Yeah, so I thought you guys would be on it because basically I'm not really, as you know, I'm not into all this Marvel stuff and all of that kind of stuff. But this Colin Farrell, I thought, I like Colin Farrell as an actor. I'm going to give it a go. Slightly, not your usual superhero stuff. It's actually just like gangsters, basically. And then you get to know a little bit about the Penguin. It's really good. I didn't think I really enjoyed episode 1, but here I am. Episode 3 just came out today. I've already seen it. I'm up to speed.
Wow.
And it's I wouldn't say it's a wow thing, but I think it's a nice story, and you see different side to the Penguin.
That is on my to watch list. You know what? Really? I said to my dad to watch it while I was away in Dubai because I know he watched all of Gotham and he loved it.
Okay, I've not seen any of this stuff, so this is all new to me.
Ked, you should watch Gotham. I think you'd like it. There's nothing about Batman really. It's like gangsters
they mentioned I think Batman twice. I think they mentioned the Riddler once, but I think it's all about the Penguin and the Penguin is not like because for me the Penguin was that kind of silly man, just a fat man who just dresses like a kind of half a penguin. But this
I want to watch it.
They've made it more realistic, like gangsters, like Italian gangsters.
Have you seen The Batman, the film The Batman?
No, I haven't.
You should watch that as well. It's very obviously Batman is in it, but it's based around Penguin and the rest of the gangsters and the other families.
And the new Joker film come out this weekend as well.
That's getting panned. That's getting slated.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, people have seen it because they say it's a musical for a start, so they've messed it up. They make the first one, which makes over $1 million or whatever $1 billion in the cinema and all of that in the box office, and then they go and we'll make this into a musical, and it's just rubbish. People are walking out saying that actually I'm the joke in this thing who've gone to see the film because basically it's rubbish.
Yeah. Do you know what? I will watch it when it comes out on Sky Movies or something. Now I'm not gonna. I don't think it's a. And the thing is, I really wanted to go cinema. I was like, there's one film that I want to go and watch this year.
Exactly.
It's the Joker, but only because the last one
was incredible.
So good. So good.
Yes, it's nothing like that.
Literally all the reviews that I've seen, every review, I've not even heard one person say it was good. Everyone said it's terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm just a bit like, I'm not sure about that. Then
I was watching stuff on Netflix on my train journeys up and down the country, and so I haven't finished it yet. But I thought of you, Kedge, and I did fire you a little message saying this has just come out. Because it just came up on my Netflix notification. Yeah. And we watched the first one. This is a sequel. And if I'm honest, Netflix don't often do sequels. I don't know many.
Yeah, they normally don't do good films.
Yeah, true. That as well. And this is Platform 2. Yes. Platform 1, the first film that came out, was one that you recommended, Kedge. Yeah. And it was one that really kind of questioned life and all that stuff. And it was, I thought, genuinely, when I went into watching Platform 1, I thought, it's another stupid Kedge recommendation.
It's in French, isn't it? It's in French.
Spanish.
No, well,
they have different nationalities in there, but majority of it is Spanish, I think.
Oh,
well, no, I watch it. I watch it dubbed, so I watch it with.
That's rubbish.
Yeah. No, it's only rubbish if you know the original voices, but then you can just find it. But you're right. The actors do talk in a funny kind of way. Hey, buddy, stop that. Okay, it's a bit Bruce Lee film. What's that you say?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd rather have that though than language that I don't understand.
Yeah, or having to follow it all with subtitles.
Yeah.
You're right. And by the way, those kind of dubbing role actors, that's what I do. So I can't knock those people for the.
Oh, that's why. That's why you
yeah,
wanted
so I'm
it.
like, you know what? They're somewhere in a booth like me, kind of going.
He's a
Right,
dubber.
you're gonna play this guy. But the film is layered up to kind of reflect life and society and what we have and how much we weigh. It is clever like that. You can definitely see levels about God and belief and what's beyond, what's outside of it, what it's all about. So there's all of that kind of. So this is the sequel. It moves it on. I was like, oh, what are they going to do with the sequel? But it moves it on. There's more rules. There's more interactivity between the different levels on the platforms. But if you haven't seen Platform 1, worth seeing. But so far, I'm only 3/4 away through Platform 2.
You know, by the way, the first movie, The Platform, was one of Netflix's most watched movies ever.
Oh, was it big? Good. I'm glad it was. Okay, good. Because it was, like I said, it had meaning. And I like that. I want to come away and go, I don't want to be like, what? I don't have to go to work it out. But I was like, oh, I can see what they did there. I'm just going to say it. Like Inside Out. I loved Inside Out.
Inside. Yeah, no, that's clever.
Because it's clever. Yeah. You could see the meaning behind it. You can see how it all works together, how it fits life. Same with the platform. It fits life. But God, what did you've seen it all, but don't give the end away for me because I've got 20 minutes left.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, is it? So firstly, I think we can both agree it's not really a sequel. Like it could just be a standalone film again, I think, couldn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Or it could just carry on because it just sort of starts assuming
back in again. Yeah.
Everything that's going on.
Yeah. So how far have you got?
Oh, I don't want to say anything spoiler, but 3/4 of the way for the
film. Fine. Through, yeah, no, I think it's one of those ones where it's a little bit. I think this could be a prequel to the rather than a sequel. I think, but when it finishes, also I think the ending, as you know, always goes a bit weird with these kind of films, and so then you've got to make your own sort of understanding and ending of the film and what actually happened.
God, why are you watching films like this when you got to think of your own ending? Like,
it's how you interpret. No, it's how you interpret it. So, but I watch it, Tommy. I think it's worth it.
That is rubbish. Why don't you tell me what I'm meant to think instead of thinking?
No, because it's art, Saj.
I want to be entertained. I don't want to think about how to end the film. Just entertain me.
It's clever, but because it's doubly clever. No, hear me out. It's doubly clever because it makes the director look clever, and also they don't have to be clever, and they get to look clever, and that's pretty clever.
That's like me. Next time I DJ at a club, I'm not going to play the last song and just leave it. Oh, you play off your.
Are you going to let me come and play it for you?
No, play off your Spotify.
So you want me to come and sit next to you?
You end the night how you want to end the night.
I love that. You know what, Satch? That is artistic.
That is artistic. Satch, that is such a good idea, Satch.
So what I'm going to play, you say, look, I'm going to play a 3-minute blank track.
Yes.
You can just dance to whatever song.
But you dance to what you think is in your head. Love it. Oh, that's Satch. That is.
Who has done that as a DJ, Satch?
Satch, come on. I'm going straight up. I'm going jungle track straight.
Imagine, Kedge. Imagine right now. It's 3 minutes to 3 a.m. and the DJ goes, and for the last 3 minutes, just dance to anything you want in your head.
We're going to stand there in silence for 3 minutes. It's stupid.
I've got Keith Sweat. I've got Keith Sweat twisted.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking about who you're, Kedge, we're not talking about who you're dancing with, not Keith Sweat. No, I'm saying, think of a song. And
I think actually, you know, I do miss that. I do miss when club nights used to end with like slow jams. You know what I mean? And it's just like all that slow vibe.
You have to end with a slow jam. That's the only way to end the club night.
No, or you can go up to your mate and you can just sing songs to your mates. So you go, don't worry, boy.
Brilliant.
Last song of the night, I got this.
All of this, we've been
very hard.
No, we're not playing that shit. I'm telling you that.
Just skipping.
No, but I get to choose it, Satch. You just
gave us the power, Satch.
No, it's with that is not happening. The whole point is to be artistic and give the people an end. Why are you just leaving people hanging? I don't understand. It's the same with films.
Fair enough.
Oh wow, Satch has gone deep into that.
Something that I went deep into this week, and it actually wasn't a film.
We're not talking about That's rude. It's not good to kiss and tell.
I knew you were going to say that just as I said it. It's not a film. It was actually a podcast, Tommy. And obviously, I know you listen to Joe Rogan now and again as well when there's a good guest on. And quite a few people said this to me. Listen to the episode with Chris Harris on it. You know, the motoring journalist who was on Top Gear presenter, Chris Harris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's on Joe Rogan and he speaks about the whole thing, what happened with Freddie Flintoff and his accident.
Oh.
And what happened with Top Gear and sort of how it affected his life and him being out of a job and stuff. Boys, you two have got to listen to that episode. Brilliant.
Why?
It's 3 hours long.
Why have I got to listen to it? Tell me.
Because,
why are you saying it like that? Because you wouldn't normally recommend a podcast, and you know if I'm going to just be real for a second.
Yeah.
Listen to Joe Rogan podcast when I just got sacked.
Yeah.
You know, and having you boys still in my life, and we've said that, meeting up, been having someone to talk to about what was an unjust thing that had happened.
Yeah.
But the Joe Rogan podcast, because obviously other people were getting cancelled, and that was suddenly that was a new thing then.
Of course.
So I got real sort of solace from Joe Rogan, like, this isn't just me. This is something's going on in the world, and look, there's lots of unfairness. There's lots of people that are mistreated. There's lots. There was Black Lives Matter. There was Me Too movement. So I got a lot of that from podcasts. But the way you're saying it now, why? Why are you saying?
I'm saying it now because Chris Harris goes in on the establishment and how it's run. I'm saying you boys would love it.
Okay, good. I will tell you. And by the way, so on that, okay, I will definitely will. But you know what? I'm going to be honest again with you boys, because just the podcast of honesty. I still find it hard to like indulge. You know, like even the Hugh Edwards stuff. And all that, I'm like, I don't want to know because I know what that place is like. I know what's going. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start self-reflecting a bit. I'm going to start thinking about what went on and how they run things and all that. And it's like it's not healthy. But
I hear that.
I still want to know. I would want to know. That what goes on just about Freddie Flintoff.
Yeah, I think it was. He's better.
Yeah,
he's
recovering.
He's had his you know, he did that show on BBC One, but it was.
I really like him. I really like
it, but it was more a case of like how Chris Harris feels responsible for it because he, out of the three of them, he's the only one that's like a qualified driver. Yeah, you know, like
he was the proper one.
And he's the one that's always there, you know, giving the other two tips on how to drive certain cars and stuff like that. So the car that Freddie had his accident in was a 3-wheeler. So it was, you know, Chris, and it just so happened that day they didn't have enough time for Chris to kind of brief Freddie. So he kind of goes through all of that and how he kind of feels like, you know, it's just the one time that I didn't do it and this is what happened. So he goes into a lot of that. And honestly, it's a really good listen. And I was just quite shocked because I'm just like, you know, Joe Rogan has all these crazy people on his podcast, and you're like, that's our guy, Chris Harris from like Top Gear. So it was a bit strange to hear him on it, but then you hear how much Joe Rogan loves Chris Harris as well, and he goes, "You're my favorite, car journalist." He's a proper car man, and it honestly, really good podcast. I listened to it on the way back from my flight from Dubai, and 3 hours of the flight just went quickly from listening to that. It was really
just while we're talking about podcasts, it's this Friday, so tomorrow, the day after this podcast comes out, actually the 11th of October, is the is Sweet Bobby on Netflix. So those who want to see it, who haven't seen it, will want to see it. And by the way, again, I got invited. There's only one ticket. Sorry, but I'm not going because I can't go because of work. But this Wednesday, to Netflix invited us to go and watch it, like the first episode in their studio. I didn't even know Netflix had a cinema, like Netflix Studios, where you can go and watch it in central London.
Nice.
But, and that was nice because, sorry, a quick little thing to share with you. I didn't even know Netflix knew what the Brown Load was, but they went, "Hi, Tommy, we heard you talk about shows on your Brown Load. Would you like to come along?" And that was from their PR.
Did they actually?
Yeah, I promise you. Yeah, like direct name, that person working at Net. And sorry, when you're doing your own podcast, you need these links. That's why I'm talking about it. People think that we just got them. We haven't. So that was really nice of Netflix to invite us. I apologize. I said I can't make Wednesday.
Well, just let them know there's 3 of us next time as well.
I have done, but sometimes you know, like you don't want the sauce around the ras malai. You just want the ras malai.
You just want the Russ.
The Russ.
You just want the Ross Clark.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it was that, and then obviously Sweet Bobby's out on Friday. Oh, and what's the other film that's out? Is it the new Alia Bhatt one? That's out this weekend as well. The new Alia Bhatt film, was it?
Just Bhatt. Is it just Bhatt?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know, mate.
Jigra.
Okay.
Jigra, yeah, it's supposed to be very good as well.
Okay.
So there's a.
I mean,
I did tell you, we did get tickets for that as well, but you guys can't attend, and I can't attend because where are we on Friday?
We are our own comedy, not comedy.
Quiz
what's
night.
it called? Quiz night. Yeah. Wow.
Well done, Kedge.
It'll be comedy by the time I get involved in it. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It is a comedy quiz night. It's a comedy quiz night. It's in Hornchurch. All the details on our Instagram. But on to things we have learned. What have you learned, boys?
Yes. Can I go first?
Go for it.
The thing that I have learnt, Tommy, and this kind of relates more to you than to me and Kedge because we don't have this. It's about having a sister. So having a sister can boost your mental health and self-esteem. And it also finds that you can become more of a giving and a kinder person if you have a sister compared to a brother.
Can I just say, if I'd said this, you'd have absolutely laughed at me and gone, Kedge, that is rubbish.
But that's a study and it's a fact.
No.
Just saying.
This comes under the banner of live, love, life, or whatever you always say when I say things like this. I'm sorry, Saj. Don't even try that.
That was a good one.
Told me staying quiet.
No, not at all. I tell you what, that I was listening to it because I was thinking, what a lovely, lovely gesture to you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Exactly.
If Saj said it is lovely.
No, as I just said earlier in this podcast, I didn't know Satch was going to drop that as his fact. Being at the Janet Jackson concert with my sisters.
There you go. See, I picked that on purpose for Tommy.
Because since hanging out with them, my life has moved on to fatherhood, husbandhood, like all that kind of stuff, and like my working world. So
Kedge ain't got a sister, so he's a grumpy git.
No, and I've always said, I think having older sisters is important. But you've got a close cousin sister, though, Satch. You've got that.
I have.
What?
Yeah.
See, Kedge, what? So, how do I feel? You haven't got much female. Who's the female contact? See, I've met your brother. There is nothing. He's not even in touch with his feminine side a little bit. Like
I have female cousins who are like, who are good fun. Good fun, but they're all younger than me. That's the thing. They're all younger than me. So it's a different vibe.
You're young at heart.
Yeah, I'm the eldest.
Do they think you're cool? Do they think, oh, look?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kedge is honestly, he's that. If I was a kid and Kedge was around when I was a kid, he's the creepy uncle. That's it. He's just known as the creepy uncle.
Oh my god. What is that about?
You're not creepy. You're fine. Okay, that's a good. But it reminded me of something that I heard. I don't know if I said this on the podcast last week but I've been saying it to other people throughout the week. Which is, I heard something on TikTok, which is that multi-generational families, so grandparents, parents, and then the kids that all live together, all live longer, all benefit. It's all better for their well-being. Right. So that our style, Desi style of multi-generational living, is good for everyone: kids, the parents, and the grandparents. So so it's a bit like what you said about the sister one, but that's not my thing I learned.
Go on, Tommy. Do you want to go next?
The thing I learned this week is one for all the Desi drama lovers out there, right? We have Desi dramas that are part of our life, right? They're on always around us. We might not watch it ourselves. Satch, you're probably more into your dramas than anyone else. I know you watch the more modern Netflix ones. You do.
It's because he's full of drama.
Yeah,
I ain't watching no Desi drama, mate.
But
yeah, you do. You watch all of that.
No, when I think Desi drama, I'm talking about shit on like Star Plus. I don't watch none of that. I'm talking about like if it's like Mirzapur, then yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. It's different. It's different.
Right, but anyway, in China, they love their dramas too, their own dramas, right?
Yeah.
But now, because you think about our dramas here, they go on for years. Series go on for like God knows how many episodes.
Enders.
Like Broken Records,
EastEnders,
right? Now, what they're doing micro dramas in China, right? This is a thing, and it's a big craze, and it's going viral, and people are loving it. Where you get to watch a little bit of a drama, just a few minutes, and if you want to watch more, you pay. At every plot twist, when the mother-in-law walks in, and the son she catches with the woman who works in the house, the maid. Oh no, plot twist! It'll freeze. You put in some money, you get to watch more. And I think it's like a pay-as-you-go dramas. I'm not sure any of our lot would ever do that. Why are you laughing?
I just don't think that would happen. It's just weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
Yeah. Imagine then. All right, fine. You pay £5 and you get to see the next scene. As you said, they got caught. If you pay a bit more, it could be like one of those scenes. You pay a bit more, you can see a bit of a
maybe that. Maybe that's not a bad idea. They filmed 2 versions. You can take the route. You can go like the after 9 o'clock route and the pre 9 o'clock route.
Yeah,
exactly.
There you go. See, Satch, that's your money making side. That's your business side coming through there.
Yeah.
That's
20 quid, you get the full shebang.
Yes.
Shebang.
Hello.
Kedge, what have you learned?
My one is, and you know what? Actually, this was I was quite I love this when I discovered this today, and that was that what does the stan mean in certain countries' names, like Afghanistan, like Kazakhstan, like Tajikistan, like Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, and this is what I found out. Now they all have this suffix. What does the stan mean? Now this stan actually comes from the Persian language to mean land. So like Afghanistan is the land of the Afghans, right? But then you're thinking, well, hold on a minute, that doesn't work for Pakistan. No. Why is that? But it's different from Pakistan. Now, this is where I learned a little bit of history and I thought, wow. So Pakistan, that original name was first bandied about and created in 1933. And this was an acronym of all the multiple major ethnicities along the Indus Valley, which is Punjab, Afghania, Kashmir and Sindh, so PAKS. And then in 1947, when it was officially recognized as a country, they called it the land of the pure, and that's what Pak means, pure. So that's why Pakistan is that. But otherwise, the stan normally means land. So I thought, you know what? So that's interesting.
I didn't know that. That was a good one, kid.
No,
thank you.
By the way, I always knew. I knew stan meant land. I knew that because and I thought it was with bakki. Like, you know, so in Punjabi, bakki is a like how do I say it? Like it's all made. It's all made. Like it's
complete.
It's like it's all come together. Yeah, you know, complete. Like where it all comes together, right? I'm probably not thinking of the best way to like even with roti, like I think they use that phrase with roti as well, like
in Gujarati.
All of it.
As opposed to kaju, it's bakul.
Yeah, right. So I thought it was the land where everyone comes together. I thought, I wonder whether it's that in its etymology, because it's in between all those areas around it with India and then above and whatever. I thought, oh, it's where it all comes together. And I thought that's what you were going to say with the Indus Valley, but it kind of is. But they've done it as an acronym. But
yes.
And on that note, I think wasn't Audi, just on the side that's come to mind, that was an acronym, and we already said this on the podcast, where it was after the war, Germany had lost like a load of its trade and all that, and then 4 companies came together, the A, the U, the D, and the I, and then in the end, the A bought them all out and became Audi, and kept that one. So I know it's like similar things like that, but that's nice. See, it's all about unification, baby.
There we
Bringing
go.
people together. It's a wonderful thing, kid. That's a nice one. All right. So I think we're good for that, and I'll see you boys on Friday night at our little Desi pub quiz.
Yes.
And in Hornchurch. If there are, I think like something silly like 6 or 8 tickets left. So if anyone wants to jump in and grab those,
less. I think there's less than that.
So look, it's going to be a great night. We'll have a laugh. We'll do a quiz. We've never done
Sold
this
out
before.
again.
We'll try something out. Yeah, and we'll have some fun. So I'll see you on Friday, boys, and enjoy the podcast. We're going to tell everyone all about it, and we'll catch you next week. Laters.
Laters.